Okay, so I think the conclusion that will be drawn from Senzo's case, it will be the same conclusion that was once drawn from George Bargaman, this guy, Rifa, aka Kifa, the guy who played Superman. I think that the conclusion will be the same. So, like for instance, to cut the story short, is that now they are currently claiming that it was a robbery, blah blah blah, but we all know the truth that the shooter was in the house. It's within those people. So if you believe that what is happening now once happened before, let me take you through the stories of Superman, and in parallel with the story of Senzo Meyiwa. Now, Meyiwa was married to a girl by the name Mandisa, and now he has a baby with Kelly Kumalo, and Kelly Kumalo was famous. Now let's go to Superman. Superman was also married to a girl by the name Tony, and he was also in a relationship with a girl by the name Lionel, ne? And that girl was also famous. So now let's go to how they died, ne? So let's start with Superman. And on the day which Superman died, in the house, there was Superman, there was the girlfriend, ne, Lionel, and then there was Carol, which is the friend of Superman's girlfriend, and then there was a boyfriend or a husband, yeah, Carol, and then there was a writer. There was a guy who was a writer. He goes by the name Robert. Ne? So what happened is that while these were in the house, ne, Superman came down, and because they were making noise and it was very late at night, and then our Kalem, you guys are making noise, blah blah, and then he went up, and then they had a gun, boom. So now Superman was shot in the head, ne? The blood was in the roof, and the gun was between the legs. But also there were also other two gun holes down there. So now let's go to before we go to the conclusion of what conclusion did they take there. Let's go to Senzo Meyiwa. Now Senzo Meyiwa, it was Senzo Meyiwa, it was Kelly Kumalo, Kelly Kumalo's sister, Longetwala. Remember, like Superman, the girlfriend is famous, ne? And then like Superman, remember there was that guy who was a writer. So there's Longwetwala, who is his father has influence. Also the mother and two babies and the boyfriend, Yazan. Now a gun was heard by the neighbors. Boom. Same with same thing as Superman. But now, what was the conclusion that was drawn from Superman is that it was a suicide. And when you look at the evidence really doesn't show that that thing was a suicide, because of the where they found the gun. They didn't relate to a guy who killed himself, and the two holes, there are no answers why those two holes were there, and the police were never called on time. Okay, now let's look at the wives, ne? With let's look at the wife, yeah, Superman. So the wife, yeah, Superman was not happy about Superman leaving her, ne? And there was rumor, like there's a rumor that she once took the dog, ne? So to upset Superman. So now let's look at the rumor concerning Mandis. There's a there is an allege that Mandisa once almost ran off Kelly Kumalo from the road. Ne? Meaning Mandisa also didn't take it well. So both the wives were not happy in these stories, and the girlfriends, I don't know about the girlfriends because of the reaction of the girlfriends was also suspicious because from Superman's side, Lionel never responded in a right way. She was not the one who called the police, blah blah blah. Same with Kelly Kumalo. They never reacted the way a girlfriend is supposed to react. So something is fishy there. And in addition to Kelly Kumalo, afterwards, she released a song by the name Gitwele Ngai. I mean, there's something there. There's something there. And again, another important thing is that there was rumors of dating that the writer was dating Carol. So same thing on Senzo. There was a rumor that someone is dating someone, which I won't mention right now because of the case is still ongoing. But the conclusion that was drawn there, it was that it was suicide, which didn't suit or people didn't feel that that reason was right. And no one got arrested in that house. Yeah, Superman. Same with Senzo. After the incident, whatever they claim that people came in for robbery, whatever, but their phones are still with them somehow, and they are claiming that it's a robbery gone wrong. No one got arrested. And with the case here, Superman, they claim that the evidence was not enough to arrest those ones that are in the house. Same with Bargemang, Senzo Meyiwa. The blood was cleaned. Same to Superman. The blood was cleaned. So in conclusion, what I'm trying to say is, uh, the Superman case, it was never solved. So even this one, it will never be solved. Or they are going to say they are going to arrest a wrong person just to close the case. I think that's my theory when it comes to sense.